Okay, hello and welcome. We are no longer playing Kata Classic. We are playing Mists of Pandaria Classic, or MOP Classic for short. And I know I said in my tweet that we're going to be playing a panda, but well, first of all, we need to look at the changes that have been made. Number one, as you'll notice, you no longer see a staff. You see my gun. They did away with carrying both a ranged weapon and a melee weapon. So hunters now can only equip they can't. It's preferred that you have either a melee or a ranged weapon, and most hunter abilities require a ranged weapon, so that's that's the weapon of choice. So when I equipped it, I got this achievement: Cataclysmically Superior. Equip a superior quality item in every slot with a minimum item level of 333. That's the color of the various items, and the different colors. So the purple is epic quality, blue is superior quality, green is good quality, and white is normal, and gray is trash. So all I had to do was, because when I logged in after the update, I had my staff equipped. So I had to switch to my gun, and once I did that, I got the achievement, so there you go. And I just noticed that my helmet is on. I don't know why they turned it back on. So the actual Pandaria content, Mists of Pandaria, isn't available yet. This is just the pre-patch stuff. How'd I change that? There we go. So I turned it off. There we go. And I got a new cloak because it's also the Midsummer holiday event, which actually by the time Mists of Pandaria drops, that event will be over. So you get a buff to experience gains, which doesn't give me a good one on max level. I also switched specs. I was marksmanship. But that was mainly because you could pick talents that would give you silencing shot. But they changed that with Mists of Pandaria, so every hunter specialization has a counter shot which interrupts spellcasting, which is why I switched to marksmanship originally, and why I stuck with that to start with in Classic. But since I can have counter shot now as Beast Mastery Hunter, I switched to that because that's my preferred specialization anyway, because it allows me to tame exotic pets such as Loknehak here. He's a spirit beast, and only Beast Mastery Hunters can tame spirit beasts. And actually, he's a rare. You find him in Sholazar Basin. I don't know if I can actually... Can I zoom out? Can't change. Anyway, in Sholazar Basin, which is basically a huge valley, and honestly, other players have talked about how difficult they found it to find Loknehak. Both times I have decided I'm going to go tame him, I found him almost immediately on retail. Once I got to the first spawn point, I panned my camera down to look, and there he was. And then last night I went to Sholazar Basin to see if I could find him, and I wasn't expecting to find him. Second spawn point I checked, because he has like 7 in Sholazar. There he was. And went to tame him, and I couldn't, because I forgot to actually choose Beast Mastery for my other specialization. Later on, you don't have to worry about dual specialization or anything like that. You can switch to any of the specs. So most classes have 3 specializations. Like Paladin can actually be a tank, a healer, or a DPS. Druids actually have 4 specializations. They can be tank, healer, and then either a magical DPS or melee DPS. So something else that changed, I talked about doing the free patch content, but I forgot that it's basically a scenario, so you do content with other players, and I kind of don't want to do that when I'm streaming, so I may do that off stream. But also the customization options have been changed. So heading over here to the barber shop. Don't think I've actually done this. So you can choose your facial expressions. Well, not expressions, but just the look of your face. Oh, of course, I can get closer. So this is just changing the look of her face. Kind of like that blaze. I would have to double check actually what she looks like in retail, because it's based on the retail version of her. And then change the style. So less tail, long mane, full braids. So it's saying up here what the different styles are. And with druids, the hair color that you pick for your human form will dictate what color for your animal forms have in for druids. And then they changed that later on so that you can choose specific fur colors, and they're not dependent on what your hair color is. So like night elves can have like blue or purple hair, and the druids would then have blue or purple fur in their animal forms. And then later on you could have a druid with blue hair, but their animal form would have could have white fur. So I like the ears, I like the skin color. Let's see about human look. So if you can reset it if you don't like the changes that you've made and you can't remember what they were originally. Whoops. Nope. Let's see what was originally placed. Okay. Do I want to keep that? Do I want to change that? So the actual shape of her face doesn't change, it's just the markings that change. Let's go with that. I didn't think I had changed her look at all. Okay. So, now that that's done, and I got that achievement, we're going to actually log out. And I'm going to actually create my Pandaren on a different server. I'm planning to, the cool thing about Pandarans, let's see, another Worgen. The cool thing about Pandarans is they can be Horde or Alliance. You pick at the end of the starting zone. So, this is the new customization menu. So, the different classes, these are like the max level gear. So, Pandaren right here. I like that they say body type but not gender over here. This is what male Pandaren look like. This is what, very roly-poly, right? But of course, it's me, so I want a female Pandaren. So the cool thing is, I'm gonna go monk because it's a new class. So the cool thing is you can do red or black or brown Pandaren. So this is actually my favorite Pandaren markings. So of course I'm gonna pick that. So the face is just basically it's just a different marking, kind of like with the Worgen faces. The shape of the face is the same, but the markings themselves are different. It's also linked to eye color. So also whether they have this long tail, whether they have the little short puff of a tail or the long tail depends on the coloring that you pick. But later on they actually they change that so that you can choose for yourself if they have the long tail or not, regardless of what color fur they have. So actually, let's actually go back up here to skin color and I'll show you what I mean. So, see, just brown fur and the little short puff tail. And black is the same. And then red. This is my other favorite because it has that very foxy-like tail marking. So it also affects your coloring here on the arms. But I'm gonna stick with this one here because it has that red and the dark brown, and I like that combination. So I haven't picked a face markings. Kind of want the blue eyes, but not all of them have the blue eyes. It's so annoying that the eye color is linked to the markings. Kind of did that with the other races as well. Kind of like that bandit mask look, and it does have the blue eyes. I like it's blue, green, or brown. That's pretty cool. I kind of like the asymmetry there. That's pretty fun. Okay, hairstyles. So we got all kinds of hairstyles to go with. We have this, and then just a long high tail. Another long high tail. I think yeah, the bangs are different. And this has the sticks through them, and this one doesn't. And then here's the long braided tail. And this is kind of cool. I like the flowers. Another flower, and this is kind of short. This is pretty cool. It's I hope it's obvious that the influence here is very strongly it's inspired by Chinese culture. And actually my first Pandaren that I ever created, I named her Mei Lin after the character from Cardcaptor Sakura. I'm not going to name this character that. Okay. So, I'm pretty predictable. My favorite hairstyle, I love to give my characters long braided tails because I cannot for the life of me do that. My hair doesn't grow that long, and I always get annoyed and fed up with it and end up chopping it off. And then hair color, it's actually just these streaks of color in their hair. So we're gonna go with blue because that's my favorite color, and then earrings. You can go with no earrings, or just these hoop earrings, or studs, or these little spirals, or slightly simpler hoop earrings, or fun. Let's go with that. So I created, I write fanfic, and I created an OC for a Mulan fanfic, and I really like the name. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay. AO3 is down, which is of course where I have my story saved, but I also have it saved on my computer. I want to make sure I spell the name correctly, not try to go by memory. Should have had this up. Ready and waiting. Because I know it's going to be doing this summer. Okay, that one's not it. Hang on. Look. Wrong keyboard. Helps if I use the correct keyboard. I really wish AO3 was up. It's down for maintenance. I don't know if it'll let me do 2 words. Can only contain letters. Yeah, okay. Of course it isn't available. Keep doing that. And of course all the Chinese names are taken because I took so long. There we go. Yijun from Chinese meaning I can't pronounce Yi meaning joy / harmony combined with Jun meaning king ruler. Same can also be formed from other character combinations. That seems to be typical of Chinese names. Wasn't the name I wanted to use, but oh well.
Are a Pandaren, born and raised on the mysterious Wandering Isle. While many of your fellow Pandaren prefer a tranquil life, the lure of adventure burns in your blood. Recently, the Wandering Isle has begun erratically weaving about the world's oceans. The air grows cold, and your island home is spiraling toward disaster. As one of the most promising of students at Master Shang's monastery, you may just be the salvation for your people. But first, you must complete your training.
So I don't know if you recognize the voice actor, but that was I'm blinking, I think. That was Jim Cummings. So I'm just making it so you don't see what everybody's talking about. It's just a streamer thing. When I'm playing by my own, I don't care. Okay. So there she is, Yijun. So yeah, that was Jim Cummings doing the narration as the character Lorewalker Cho. We encountered him briefly on retail. They brought him back, I guess, because Mists of Pandaria Classic is starting up soon. So this pre-patch dropped Tuesday. So the thing is with Pandaren is, regardless of what class you start as, your starting gear looks the same. Like, she's obviously a warrior, but she still has the same gear as me. And all the other races can be monks, except for Worgens and Goblins, because their starting zones are separate. And they have you, as part of the starting experience, you talk to your trainer. There'd be no way to have a monk trainer in the Worgen or Goblin starting zones. So that's why they can't be monks. But all the other races can be monks, and their monk trainers are Pandaren. So Master Shang Zi.
Where you pass, greatness follows.
Hello? There we go.
Trials, yet laid
Much to learn. Today is the day when your fate will be decided. Do you have the strength and cunning to be a monk, or are you destined to a life working in the field? Each has its place, but I can sense that you aspire to greatness. Let's begin our training, my newest pupil.
It is good to
The lesson of the Iron Vow.
student.
First, you will need a weapon suited to your talents. Retrieve a staff from one of the weapon racks below. Bring it to me and show me that you know how to equip it properly. Retrieve and equip a trainee staff. So that was one of the things that my sibling liked about the monks, is that You use a staff, you equip the staff, and you actually use it. It doesn't just sit on your back like as a stat stick for casters and hunters.
My time.
A fine weapon. It should suit your needs well. Now let's put it to use.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
The lesson of the Sandy Fist. I'd like to observe you putting your new weapon to use, my young student. This will aid me in determining what degree of training will be best suited to your talents. We have many training targets in the training grounds below. Practice your attacks upon them and return to me once you're feeling comfortable with your new weapon. Destroy 5 training targets. So, here we go. Battle fatigue. So this is funny. Bouncy. Pandaren take half falling damage. Epicurean. Your love of food allows you to receive double the stats from well-fed effects. Gourmand. Your cooking skill is increased by 15. So just like with Worgen, they have a racial passive where their skinning is 15 skill points higher. As similar with Pandaren, their cooking, when they cook, they start out with 15 points of cooking skills already. Okay. So Pandaren, so monks like rogues rely on energy to do their attacks, and they can't do anything to renew it, not like hunters. And also, since hunters no longer, hey, excuse you, I was using that.
Not enough
no
energy.
longer
I do not
need
have enough
to
energy.
have a melee weapon as well as a ranged weapon, don't have to worry about someone getting in their face. If someone's right in their face, you can still attack them.
Our greatest
Not
triumph.
bad, Yijun. You may indeed have chosen the proper path. Good. Let us continue.
It is good to see
The lesson
my
of stifled
student.
pride. Facing a living opponent is a very different thing from the stationary targets in the yard. Living opponents strike back. There is a very real fear of failure and sometimes even death. You must have the courage to overcome those fears. Challenge the other trainees within the temple or down the steps below and defeat them. Defeat 6 Worgen trainees or 2 Shui trainees. Oh, I forgot to check it. Okay. So these aren't Worgen or 2 Shui, so can't challenge any of them. Aspiring training, instructor, spot chicken. What's it like to an ox? Have you ever been kicked by him in training? Iron Fist Yu. Quiet Lamb. So we have to go. Oh, that was another thing that was added with the pre-patch, is you can do battle pets. So, these guys aren't just for fun and games. You can actually do battles with them, a bit like Pokemon. Don't even challenge them, just immediately attack. Okay.
I do not have enough energy.
Yes, yes. take note of what colors they're wearing.
Not enough energy.
Yeah.
I do not have enough energy.
So my sibling created a Draenei monk because, you know, some of their attacks, they do
Not
use
enough energy.
kicks, and being kicked by hooves would be very painful. So I was trying to come up with a last name for my Night Elf characters, and Night Elves, they tend to have last names that are related
I do not
to
have enough
the
energy.
moon or stars. So
Not
I
enough
randomly
energy.
thought of the name Moonshine for a last name, and I'm like, no,
Cannot
that's
attack that.
that's not quite what I'm looking for. Because it's a because it's basically an alcoholic drink. That's what moonshine is. So then my sister suggested a character creating a monk with a name that means moonshine, basically. And so that's how that character, Somarana, who's my Night Elf monk, that's how she came to be.
My time is
Intriguing,
passing.
my young pupil.
Your
Most of the
time
other trainees
approaches
have been
swiftly.
here for quite some time, but you were able to match them even within this first hour. This speaks well of you, but there are yet other lessons I would see you learn.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
The lesson of the Burning Scroll. Every wisdom has a time and place, and times are changing for those of us living here on Xianzhen's too. For this lesson, I would ask you of two things of you. For the first, I hold a flame in my hand. Gather your wits, and when you think you are ready, attempt to snatch the flame. Should you succeed, I want you to then climb to the top of this temple and burn the Edict of Temperance that you find there.
Where you pass, greatness follows.
Oh, I already have it. Okay. This way. As you can see there, I'm not the only one. No, not here. Whee! Further up. Here it is. Back we go. Going in circles here. Right.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
The fact that you were able to snatch the flame so easily is no small feat. Edict of Temperance is a scroll of wisdom passed down from my elders' elders, wisdom from a more peaceful time. Every lesson has its time and place, and with darkness on the horizon, the time for this particular wisdom has passed. The burning of the scroll is an acceptance of tidings to come and a promise to action. Your hand carried the flame, and I suspect that it will continue to do so in the future.
Our greatest
The
trials
Disciples' Challenge.
lay before us.
Yijun, I see great strength and great courage in you, and an unsurpassed purity of soul. The hour is young, but I think you may be ready to face a greater challenge. Go to the bottom of the stairs and cross the bridge. There you will find Zhao Monroe, one of our eldest students. Challenge and defeat him in honorable combat, and this first phase of your training will be complete. Gosh, it's so beautiful. This is basically a sample of what the actual Pandaren continent looks like. The Challenger approaches. Rude. Kind of frustrating that other players are jumping in on the bandwagon, but what can you do?
It is
It's the
good
first
to
week
see
of the
you,
patch.
my student.
You truly impress, Yijun. It seems certain that the path of the monk is indeed the path for you.
Where you pass,
Asa the
greatness
Tushui.
follows.
In such a short time, you show me that you have the potential to be a great monk. The training grounds are behind you, but now you must prove yourself by facing a far greater challenge, one that none of my students have accomplished. I want you to return fuel the spirit of fire to the Temple of Five Dawns. My two other most gifted students will help you in the task. The first is Asa Cloudsinger. Seek her out at the pool to the west. Okay. Do. You're departing so soon? I am envious of your prowess, monk. Good luck to you. I want one of these boxes. Okay, am I going the right way? Yes. We will cut through to here. Come quietly, she's practicing.
Hello.
I came to ask the famous Asa Cloudsinger for help, but I just can't bring myself to intrude on her exercises. She's so poised, so practiced, so beautiful.
There is no hurry.
You came for Asa? You really shouldn't interrupt her until she finishes her exercises. She doesn't speak to anyone until her routine is done. In the meantime, could you maybe help me? I had some bad luck with forest sprites.
May the mists protect you.
Items of utmost importance.
Next one is on me.
Amberleaf scamps swarmed my cart and stole most of the training supplies I was bringing up to the training grounds. They've always been troublemakers, but they've never been this aggressive before. Don't know what happened. Please, help me recover my supplies.
Jade Serpent, guide you. Greetings, wanderer.
The missing driver.
Next one is on
My
me.
driver went running off after the sprites just after they attacked. I don't think they'll really do him any harm, but I need him back to help me clean up the mess by the cart. Chase him off towards the cliffs to the north. If you head that direction, you should find him quickly. Rescue the cart
There is
driver.
no hurry.
Okay. So we will go ahead and head this way. They killed one of the boxes! Why? This thing has trained you well. Thank you, friend. I couldn't have fought them up alone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go find my cart.
I do not have enough energy.
Yeah.
I need to get closer.
New ability available, Tiger Paw.
It is too far away.
I don't know why they would kill one of the foxes. They're not
I
aggressive.
cannot do that yet.
Of course, there are some players who will attack stuff just because they can.
Not enough energy. I do not
But
have
the thing
enough
about
energy.
the Wandering Isle is once you leave it, you can't go back to it. So only Pandaren characters can explore it and tame the animals that can be found here. So if I really wanted a fox pet, I would have to create a Pandaren Hunter. But I already have a Worgen Hunter. Asa was out here.
Compassion and humility. By helping Merchant Lorvo, it would seem you have passed. Master Shang would be pleased.
Hello. Jade Serpent.
You needn't worry about hurting the sprites. They're really just living plants when it comes down to it. I'll worry about later.
May the mists
Explaining
protect
why they respawn. Thank you. You're an honorable monk. They've taught you well.
Jade Serpent.
The missing driver.
Next one is
You
on
are
me.
too kind, monk. You will receive
There is
both
no
compassion and satchel.
Patience is the highest virtue.
The way of the Tushui. It's a pleasure to meet you, monk. I am Asa of the Tushui. Spent much time and thought since Master Shang told me we would be searching for Huo, the spirit of fire. I know where he resides, but not how to reach him. The answers are close, however. Come with me to the cave of meditation nearby. It is a place of great wisdom. I will meditate there, open my mind, and the path shall find us. Protect Asa while she meditates.
Meet me up in the cave if you would, friend.
Yep, she lives up to the whole bouncy thing, doesn't she? Now, why can't we jump like that?
Keep those creatures at bay while I meditate. We'll soon have the answers we seek.
That ability is not ready yet. Not enough energy. I do not have enough energy. I am out of range. Not enough energy. I do not have enough energy. Not enough energy. I do not have enough energy.
Oh. You don't have to train an ability very much. Well, that saves me money.
I need to get closer. Not enough energy.
Yeah, I think with this one, it just you just have to stay nearby. You don't have to actually kill a certain number of them.
It is too far away. That ability is not ready yet.
And so our path lays before us. Speak to Master Shang Zi. He will tell you what comes next.
Shang Zi. Okay, I was mispronouncing the Z part. Z.
My time
The way of
is
the two
passing,
sweets.
but your time approaches swiftly.
The path is set before you. You will be the one to rekindle the spirit of fire and bring it to the safety of the temple. This will not be the only time you and Ace have worked together. She is strong and wise. You can trust in her.
It is good to see you, my student.
Ji of Worgen. Another of my most talented students is awaiting you in Wusong village to the northwest. He is of a different mind than Asa, but in their differences they bring balance to each other. Ji Firepaw will instruct you on gathering the offerings for the spirit of fire. Trust in his wisdom. Speak to Ji Firepaw in Wusong village. Look at that. The music is so good.
Take that, monkey butt. Welcome.
Hello, you look poised and confident. I like that. I've heard some rather impressive whispers about you from the training grounds. If you're half as capable as they say, I think you and I are going to be good friends.
It's good to see
The way of the Hosen. We call those vicious monkeys swinging into town Hosen. They keep to themselves normally, but they know something bad is coming, so they're here to steal our supplies. In situations like this, a clear answer is the only answer. These monkeys will leave when we force them to leave. To not defend our town and those we love would be the only true crime. Thus is the way of Kuojin. Kill Fei Feng attackers.
I do not have a target. I am out of range.
Rude. I forgot to loot this one. I've been playing FF14 too long. I mean, I don't blame them for wanting alcohol to get them through whatever's coming.
I need to get closer.
And no, I will not be continue streaming, leveling, using up. I did the grind once on Justana. I'm not gonna do it again. I mean, I'm still gonna do the grind, but not on stream. So with Justana, I'll be playing the new Pandaren. I'll be streaming the new leveling up in Pandaria. There we go.
The time to act is
You got some
always
fight in you. I think I like you.
The greatest virtue is the will to act.
Kindling of the
I'm
fire.
with you.
Now that that's done with, let's get to it then. Whoa, the spirit of fire hungers for dry dogwood root kindling. Grows among the trees south of the village. It should be easy enough for you to gather some. Gather 5 dry dogwood roots.
Your greatest virtue is the
Setting
will
the
to
flame.
act.
Strange thing about wind, it can be hard to wrap your hands around it. Best practice for me has been finding some sort of living wind. If it can punch you, you can punch it back, and it won't slip through your grasp. Head over to the Shrine of the Summer Breeze to the south and summon just such a living wind using this windstone. Best it, gather a fluttering breeze from it, and come back over this way so that we can figure out what's next. Boing, 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 boing. No surprise the music reminds me of Mulan. It's the same culture. I have not seen the live action Mulan, I've only seen the cartoon version. My understanding is that the live action took away some of the important elements from the cartoon. Sometimes the live action manages to improve on the cartoon, and sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of funny. At one point, I was watching Mulan. I was like, why do I suddenly want to watch Shrek? And I realized Eddie Murphy did voices in both of them. He did the voice of Mushu and of Donkey. So watching Mulan and hearing Mushu talk reminded me of how much I enjoy Shrek with Donkey. He seems annoying, but he gets funny once you get used to it.
I do not have
And an interesting story about Shrek, when they were adapting it for Broadway and turning it into a musical, they cast an actor who was actually normally a puppeteer for Pinocchio, because of course the character of Pinocchio is technically a puppet. So they wanted someone to play Pinocchio who would move like a puppet. So who better to play a character like that than someone who actually performed as a puppeteer for a living? And the actor that they cast as Pinocchio originally, he did Avenue Q, which was basically Sesame Street for adults on Broadway. And he played the two characters in Avenue Q. He played two of the puppets. The main character, and there's a pair of roommates that's supposed to be an obvious homage to Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. And he played the Bert character of the two roommates. And if you listen to his voice for Pinocchio, it sounds a lot like the voice that he used for the roommate character. And there's a TV series, well not a TV series, but a series called Julie's Green Room that was created by Julie Andrews and I think her daughter, that uses Muppets to play kids who are basically doing a theater workshop. And one of the kids is performed by the same actor. If you listen to that kid's voice, it's the same as the voice of the main character from Avenue Q. So you can kind of hear the similarities in the voices.
Welcome. The time to
I hope
act
you're not shy
is
about getting your hands
always
dirty.
now.
Yijun, you've returned roots in hand. You're a down-to-business kind of gal, aren't you? I like that.
It's good to see you.
When opportunity rises, it is our responsibility to reach out and grab it. Second guessing is as good as giving up.
I'm with you.
You know what it does. You know what it is to seize opportunity. I think you and I are kindred spirits, Yijun.
My time,
The spirit's guardian.
but your time approaches swiftly.
You've done very well this far, my student. You have the materials you need to rekindle Woe, the spirit of fire. In the cave to the southwest he awaits, but he is guarded by Master Li Fei, the Pandaren elder you met in the Cave of Meditation. Go to Master Li Fei with the offerings. Prove yourself, then meet with Woe. Speak to Master Li Fei in the Shrine of Inner Light. Which is where? Over this way. Okay. People who already have forgot heirlooms. Basically, it's gear that will increase the amount of experience you get. It's just a way to speed up your leveling. In here. Worgen Hunter. Fire Spirit is upset. It's dangerous to enter the shrine now. Okay. Yeah. So actually, I played part of a D&D campaign with my sister.
What wisdom do you
Life
seek?
isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. There is a path before you, but you choose the trials you will face and the trials you will overcome.
Slow down.
The challenger's fire.
Life is
You're
to
strong
be
of mind
savored.
and strong of will, but you lack the skills to face me in combat. You must fight with your body, but in truth it is your character that is being tested. Let us even the playing field. Take this torch, light it in the brazier next to me, then use it to light the 3 unlit braziers around the pool.
May the red crane live forever in your
Violet. Red. Blue. Blue, red, and violet, of course.
You have the
These fires
eyes
will
of
give you the
one
strength
who
that
has
you've not yet
traveled
obtained.
much.
They will illuminate your potential.
May you find
Only the worthy shall
mastery
pass.
in
It is
your
time for you to face me. With these 3 fires illuminating your potential, we will see with certainty whether your resolved soul is truly worthy of
family,
passing.
friends.
Ow! Rude. There he is. You've earned the right to proceed. Woe lies beyond. But yeah, I did a D&D campaign with my sibling. Remember always, the superior warrior is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Woe, the spirit of fire. You are worthy of passing, monk. Woe, the spirit of fire rests in the chamber beyond. Let him feast upon the kindling he's gathered, and use the wind to fan his flames. Doing so should endear you to him. Once he is ignited, if he is willing, lead him to the Temple of Five Dawns, the building standing high in the center of the island. Reignite Woe, the spirit of fire.
Family, friends, food. These are what matter most.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the D&D campaign for a reason. My sister chose to, originally was a monk, and then chose to dual spec into a druid, and the druid subclass that they picked included a fire spirit companion, and their fire spirit looked a little like Woe. But isn't this so cute? Through the glare, it looks like Woe is smiling. He seems to have warmed up to you. Woe bounces around it, the passion of Shen Tzu. Woe bounces around it tightly, ready to follow you. Master Shang Zi told you to bring Woe to meet him at the Temple of Five Dawns in the center of the island. Next destination lies before you. Okay, here we go. Whee! No, no, no. Blessing of Woe. Woe's presence grants you faster movement speed. That's why I'm basically running. Running. Ying, 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 ying. Dawning stairs. Uppa. No. Here we go.
Welcome, Hyo. The people have missed your warmth.
I wonder. I have to look something up. I'm curious. Oops. There we go. I'm looking for it. Where's the cast list? They don't have the cast list for this. Interesting.
Our greatest triumphs.
You've done very well. Whoa, the spirit of fire is here. The temple flames are reignited. You accomplished the challenge I put before you, and with seeming ease. There is a greater purpose in bringing Whoa to the temple. It's time I'll tell you more things to come.
You have conquered every challenge I put before you. You have found Hyo and brought him safely to the temple. There is a much larger problem we face now, my students. Shenzin Su is in pain. If we do not act, the very land on which we stand could die. And all of us with it. We need to speak to Shenzin Su and discover how to heal it. And to do that, we need the 4 elemental spirits returned. Hyo was the first.
Yeah, I remember what happened.
I would like you to go to the Dailo farmstead in search of Wu Gao, the spirit of Earth.
On it.
There he is.
Asa, I want you to go to the singing pools to find Shu, the spirit of water.
Yes, Master.
And you shall be the hand that guides us all. Speak with me for a moment before you join Asa at the singing pools to the east. Where you pass,
The singing pool.
greatness follows.
It is crucial that we bring all of the 3 remaining spirits back safely. I am too old to do this myself. For all their strengths, both Asa and Ji are single-minded in their ideals. You possess all the qualities of a hero, and a balance that they do not. It is you that must do this. Shu, the spirit of water, is somewhere in the singing pools to the east. Find Asa there and work with her to locate him. We are all depending on you. Speak to Asa Cloudsinger in the singing pool. Okay.
Behold the wonders of Pandaria. May the red crane
Okay,
live
this way, this way,
forever
this way.
in your...
Okay. Hey there, are you the one that brought back the fire spirit? Was he hot? I bet he was hot. Of course he was hot. Don't be dumb, dang. Aren't they the cutest? I bet you're really strong, huh? You could probably kick that bridge right in half if you wanted to. Nuh-uh, but they could for sure kick you over that hill, though. Ha! Okay, bye! Bye! Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Singing pool. Oh gosh.
Speak up.
Stronger than reeds. Gather me reeds from nearby pools. Do not question why, do, and then observe the results. Gather 8 hard clear wood reeds. Whee!
It's good to see you.
Good to see you again, Yijun. This is the Pool of the Skunk, as I'm sure you noticed. Over the many ages of Shenzhen Zoo, animals have died in some of the magical pools. Through their deaths, their spirits were infused into the waters, and anyone touching those waters will take their form. There are several cursed pools here, some more dangerous than others.
Discipline and practice
The lesson of
lead
dry
us
fur.
to our full potential.
Through meditation, I intend to find a route to locating Shu. In the meantime, you would benefit from practice and discipline. Your first task is the task of all trainees entering the pool. Cross the balance post to the west and ring the bell without falling into the pool. Should you fall, the pool's curse will make it difficult to get on a pole again, so you'll need to return to the edge of the pool to start over. Oh, and beware the cranes.
Hello, friend.
Lesson of the
In
balanced rock.
time, all answers become
I require
clear.
peace to perform my meditation. Practice your arts while I meditate on Shu's location. Other monks practice balance and combat upon the balance poles in surrounding pools. Engage them and defeat them. Defeat 6 Shui monks atop the balance pole. Whee! Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. So the curse didn't affect her. Okay, so there isn't a curse in that one. Alright. There's a reason that that one guy said to beware the
I
crane.
cannot use that.
Okay. Now to ring the bell.
Slow down.
Telling you of my strength means nothing. I must show you.
Enough of that.
Good. None of our breeds have ever withstood my might. Step back and let me dispel your doubts.
White Tiger watch over you.
Breeds of the singing pools are the hardest in all of the land, but they are as air before my mighty brow. Many have tested my claim, and I yet stand proven. Remember this guy. That's in a treasure. Good, you're a quick study.
It's good to see you.
Even now your skills increase, your footing becomes more sure, your blows strike with more force. Discipline and practice are the keys to reaching our full potential.
Hello, friend.
Finding an old friend. It seems Shu, the spirit of water, had a play companion when he came to the pools throughout the years. An old Pandaren we know as Old Man Liang. Liang moved away from the main town and stopped practicing in the pools some time ago. I am told he lives in a small house northeast of here, up the hill. Liang may know where he is, what has driven Shu away, and know where the spirit might be found. Go to Liang. Ask of Shu. Liang's retreat.
You are most welcome.
Visitors are rare up here, but you are welcome. It is nice to meet you, young monk.
May you find mastery.
Age has caught up with me. It seems I cannot move as I once could, and so I've little left to offer my once friends. The sun falls. Shu, the spirit of water, is eternally young, as are all the spirits of Shenzhen too. I have been friends with Shu all of my life, but I no longer have it within me to play with him. I am old and lack the energy. For all his complexities, Shu is simple to please. He desires friendship. When I return to play with Shu each season, I would always bring a sun pearl as a gift, and then we would play together. You can find a sun pearl in the pools to the southeast. Perhaps you can be his new friend. Retrieve the sun pearl.
Family, friends, food.
Thing of learning.
These are what
There are dangers in the pools. The latest and most vicious are the water pincers. A time has come for their numbers to be diminished, and I am no longer up to the task. If you could clear out some of the water pincers, I would be very appreciative. Beware their numbers. Sometimes it's best to lure them from the poolside rather than waiting all the way in.
May the red crane live forever.
Oh! Mobility. Whee! Over here we go. One more. Oh. There we go.
I
Now I'm
cannot
dead.
do that yet.
Discipline and
He's
practice
patient like
lead us
true.
to
He
our
acts as
full
if a child, but
potential.
he's quite ancient and quite powerful.
What wisdom do you
Age
seek?
has caught up with me. Yep.
May you
The
find
Sun Girl. The
mastery
decision to
in
not
your
return to the
passions.
pools was a hard one. I don't think Shu ever truly understood. Does not know what it is to get older and weaker.
Slow down.
Shu's desires are not so
Life
different
is
from
to
our
be
own. He does not want to
savored.
be alone, unwanted, unloved. He longs to be needed and to share his life with others. Knowing that, earning his trust is not terribly difficult. He just wants company.
Family, friends, food. These are what matter most.
Water possesses are strange creatures. They seem to be drawn to still water.
May you find mastery
Shu, the spirit of water,
in
is
your
sulking in the
passions.
deep pool to the north. Cross the rocks and then drop the sun pearl in the center of the pool. He will know what this means.
May the red crane live forever in your
Oh, over here. There we go. Looks like you have his attention, Yiju, and I think he likes you. He wants you to play with him. Go for it. Okay. Whee! Whee! I love all of us gathering around.
I have to admit, that looked pretty fun. In time, all
admit.
too many like you made a new
Become clear.
friend. Hello, friend.
Goes to my livelihood. We've done as Master Shang asked of us. If I will return to the temple to inform the Master of our progress. You should continue south on the road to the farmlands to seek out Wu Go, the spirit of earth. Jiu waits at the Dailo farmstead, and he'll surely Dalo farmstead, and he'll surely need your help. I must warn you, he can be reckless in his directness. Remember well the things I have taught you, discipline and patience. Speak to Xi at the Dilo farmstead. A cart is waiting near the road to take you there. Sorry about that. Hello, friend. You're welcome to use my cart if you like. It will take you to the Dilo farmstead. There we go. Shoe. Get the icon for the cart.
The greatest virtue is the will
Yujin,
to act.
Yijun, I wondered when I would see you again. But, well, the plus side is that fighting will grow the spirit of Earth, that's easy enough. Waking him, not so much. I think he's going to wake quite sore from all the pushing and hitting I've done trying to rouse him.
Welcome.
Rascal. I'll keep trying to find ways to wake this stubborn little guy up, but there is no shortage of trouble on the island, it seems. Crops to the south are infested with vermin, rabbit-like things, and villagers. Rascals! They breed faster than we can kill them. I have the perfect solution for such a situation. Kill them faster. With you here, Yijun, that shouldn't be a problem.
Welcome.
Still good. The vermin to the south have been running off with all of our crops, but they're taking more than they can eat. They must be stockpiling them somewhere, the ones they like anyway. When you go out and recover any of the uprooted crops you can find, got an island's worth of people to feed, and every single vegetable makes a difference. Recover 3 uprooted turnips, 3 full carrots, and 3 pepper pumpkins.
May the mists protect.
Right. Yes, vermin there. There we go.
I do not have enough energy.
Give me away your vegetables. don't know if people have noticed, just from looking at the map, give me all your vegetables. But, we're on the back of a turtle. That's why it's called the Wandering Isle. This way.
It is too far away. Not easy yet.
Can't see it, but it's supposed to be a foot. I wonder. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Is there any way back up? Come on. That's what I get for being too curious. There it is. I saw it over there. Right there. Will this work? There has to be a way back up. Yay! Okay. We still need to get pumpkins and carrots. Let's see, where are the fruited pumpkins? It's hard to tell with these. Well, these are green pumpkins, so maybe not. Teeming burrow. There we go. Okay. Okay. 2 more. gross. It burped on me. So many other players. And with the way it works right now, if someone else tags an enemy before you do,
That ability is not ready yet.
they're the only ones who get credit for the kill. There we go.
I cannot do that yet.
Yeah.
Tell me of your travels.
Ever since Rugo, the spirit of Earth, fell asleep, the dirt is drying out, and it's getting harder and harder to get new seeds to sprout. We need to hold on to any food that we can, or the island will have hard times ahead.
Jade Serpent.
Some of these have mouth-sized chunks bitten out of them. Ah, well, we can still make use. Thank you for your help, friend.
May the mist protect you.
It's good to see you.
Yijun, that's the way to do it. You show up and problems start getting solved. That's just one of the many reasons why I like you.
I'm with you.
Yijun, I've got it. It's simple, really. Let's make a ruckus so loud that there is no way he can sleep through it. Why, look at that, a conveniently placed gong. It makes me think this may just be how they've woken him in the past. We just need the matching mallet to get it, ringing as loud as possible. Village leader tells me the mallet is over at the Kihan Brewery on the river to the southwest. It's not far. Mind picking it up for me while I give the village some fair warning? Okay. Next building is ready. This guy again. Stronger than wood. Gather me wood planks from construction near the Kihan Brewery. You do not yet know the extent of my strength, so I shall display it to you.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Enough of that.
Rolled right into a fence, why don't I? Doo-doo-doo.
I need to get closer. Not enough energy. I am out of range. I need a target. Oh, I already have enough. Okay. I needed more. Can you roll while I'm in the water? Haha.
Ah, okay.
What do you need?
We done as I've asked?
Until next
Good.
time.
My head, it is harder than the densest wood. Step back and let me dispel your
White Tiger
doubts.
watch over you.
Our crafters build the finest wooden planks. They would weather the most brutal of storms, but they are as water before the storm of my crushing skull. Nothing made by Pandaren hands can withstand me.
The time to act.
Well, there is
is
one they're going to
always
get. Do you
now.
have the mallet?
It's good to see
Ha!
you.
You know, that's a mallet if I've ever seen one. Let's make some noise.
The greatest virtue is the will to act.
Raucous rousing. You ready for this, Yijun? I'm thinking maybe we should have looked for something to cover our ears, but it's a bit late for that now. Just remember that the intense ringing you'll be hearing for the next few hours is the ringing sound of victory. The honor's all yours, Yijun. Ring the gong whenever you're ready.
I'm with you.
Huh. Well, that's definitely the ringing I expected. I was hoping for a bit more from Wugao. This guy's a deep sleeper, that's for sure. It's alright, Yijun. I've got another idea, and there's not much preparation needed at all. Just how I like it.
Welcome.
Not in the face! Alright, Yijun. I was thinking about what we try next if the whole gong thing didn't work, and it came to me just like that. Water in the face always worked on me. It's got to be twice as effective for someone so dry and earthy. I'm going over and asking Shu, the spirit of water, if he'll help us out. He should be playing in the pool next to the waterfall, just on the other side of that tree. That's why we had to go get Shu first. Shu looks at you expectantly. Shu, can you wake up Wugao for me?
Time to act.
Yeah,
is
Yijun, we
always
make quite a team. Persistence over planning, I always say.
I'm with you.
The spirit and body of Shen Sin Su. Well, that wraps it up here, doesn't it, Yijun? Now that we've got these two roused and all friendly towards you, we just need to get them back to the Temple of Five Dawns. You go ahead. I'm going to say my goodbyes, and I'll follow you up shortly. Bring Shu and Wugo, the spirits of water and earth, to the Temple of Five Dawns. The cart is waiting near the road to take you there. But Wugo was still asleep for me. No, I want to check something. Okay, this is what happened when you rang the gong. Wugo snores loudly and continues sleeping. Deep Arapaw sighs. Okay, where was it? Trying to remember where to find it. There it is. There's the cart. Hello, friend. You're welcome to use my cart. If you like, it'll take you to the Temple of Five Dawns. There we go. The Wugao is supposed to be with me, but he's not. Yeah, that's weird. So we started up here, up here, and then there's the other foot, and then there's the rear foot. Oh, I think this is the rear. I think the head, Shinsensu's head is here. I'm going to assume that Wugao is technically with me, even though you can't see him. Oh, there he is. I thought he'd be in the cart. Profession
Tell
trainer.
me of your travels.
Tell me about herbalism. Let's do herbalism.
May you find mastery in your passions.
And then to go with herbalism, I could do alchemy or inscription. So let's go to inscription.
Family, friends, food. These are what matter most.
Okay. I forgot to do that earlier. So it's whoa. And a brazier, of course, and Shu is in the water, and there's Wugo.
Forget injuries.
Spirit and body of
Never
Shensensu.
forget
You have done well,
kindness.
young student. 3 of the 4 spirits have been returned to the temple. We are closer to the answers we seek.
Our greatest tribe, the spirits of water and earth. You make an old master proud. Wu and Shu are welcome here. We will care for them well. The only remaining spirit is Dafeng, who hides somewhere across the dawning span to the west. I can carry you to the top of the temple. Ji awaits you there to lead the way.
The 4th and final spirit is Da Feng, the spirit of air. When he is not in the skies, he can be found on the riding ridge of laughing winds to the west. Send both Aisa and Ji to help you find him. When you're ready, I will summon winds to carry you to the top of the temple. From there, cross the bridges to the west and find Ji in Morning Breeze Village.
Hey, this way to Morning Breeze Village.
Look at that. Holy smokes. What was that? Hello, Yijun. The Lord Walker is beginning her lesson just down these stairs if you want to listen in. I know where I'm going. Moorhosen, lovely. Why are you sitting right there? Hang on. I see an herb. Right there.
The greatest virtue
The amount of time
is the
Asa
will
spends
to
practicing
act.
seems excessive, but you can't deny the results. Her form is beautiful. Maybe you should talk to her. Asa? I don't know what to say to her. Should I tell her she's gorgeous, or would she find that creepy? Maybe I could tell her I admire her poise, but then she might think I don't have any personality.
Welcome. The time to act.
Yijun, give
is
me a hug.
always
Our parting was
now.
not so long this time. I quite prefer it that way. You've been working with Asa, have you not? Our disciplines have always kept us apart, so I know little of her. Watching her perform her exercises now, I must confess that she possesses a grace and discipline that is strangely alluring. There are more pressing thoughts, though, aren't there? Yijun, let's address this monkey problem while we search for Da Fang.
It's good to see you.
So that thing about what to say to Asa, that was actually a reference to the original beta for Mists of Pandaria. His original dialogue was different. I don't remember exactly what, and players found it kind of creepy, so they changed it to what's now in the game. Rewritten wisdom. Yijun, we must help Elder Xiao Pai. There are few more deserving of our kindness. On the way here, you surely notice the scrolls of wisdom hanging in the grotto to the south. The Hosen have defiled many of them, and sadly they are not recoverable. We will deal with the problem directly. Burn the defiled scrolls. Wipe the Hosen writings away entirely. Do not worry for Elder Xiao Pai. The people shall come together and help him rewrite the wisdoms in time. I shall see to that.
Slow down.
Stronger than stone, gather me stone blocks from the ridge of laughing winds to the south. You have seen my strength twice, yet I still spy doubt within your eyes. It will not last. Gather 12 abandoned stone
Goodbye.
blocks.
You are most welcome.
Tools of the enemy. The Hosen have stolen our brushes and are painting over our scrolls of wisdom with their own wisdoms. You can call them that. We're here to help stop them and bring our brushes back before they can do more harm.
Slow down. Life is to be savored.
I need to play the Mists of Pandaria cinematic. It's so good. Alright, here we go.
I need to target something first.
Paint soaked brush. The rewritten wisdoms are kind of funny. Painted red. Don't roll an own poo unless want to smell like poo all day. Don't roll an own poo unless want to smell like poo all day. I mean, there is wisdom in that. Don't pull own tail when there are other tails to pull. Okay, that's all of those. Covered in paint.
a target.
Okay, one more. Need to find wisdom stews first. There we go.
I do not have enough energy.
Huh. So gosh dang it. Oh, there we go. May as well pick some flowers while I'm waiting. Oh, there we go. Up. Now to get up there. Come on. There has to be a way up here, otherwise I wouldn't have it up there. There we go.
Not enough energy.
Hi! Rude! Don't throw a no poo unless want to smell like poo all day. That was for me! Food not good to eat, but very good to throw. Okay, now I can leave. And I got a bot.
You have the eyes
I
of
do
one
not wish
who
to
has traveled
disparage the Hosen
much.
for their aspirations. Each race must walk its own path. In this moment, however, they are bringing harm to our bodies and our culture. That is a line that cannot be crossed.
May the red
I am very
crane
thankful, young
live
one. I will
forever
soon begin the
in
slow
your
task of documenting all of our wisdoms again, so that the scrolls can be hung for the benefit of all to come.
family, friends.
Strength of the body cannot exist without the strength of the mind.
Enough of that.
Good. My head, it is harder than the strongest stone. Step back and let me dispel your doubts.
White Tiger watch over
These are the densest stones across all of Shensin Su, yet they are as nothing before my mighty head. Any who yet doubt my strength are simply foolish.
you. The time to act is always now.
You're a good woman, Yijun. You have proven that again and again, and I'm glad to stand beside you.
Welcome.
The direct solution.
It's good to see you.
Alright, Yijun, this is the second time we've had to deal with ravaging Hosen. I think it's time we take care of this problem the Worgen way. No more patience, no more meditations, we go to the source. We're going into the Hosen village to the north and we're punishing those smelly troublemakers. I've been looking forward to a chance to fight by your side again, Yijun.
I'm with you. The greatest virtue.
Yijun, I
is the
need you
will
to understand that the way of Worgen is not the way of violence. When fighting is needed, we will not hesitate. When fighting is not needed, neither do we instigate. However, the direct solution is often cutting the head off the snake, as they say. The Hosen have a leader instigating these attacks. If we remove Rook, we won't have to wipe the Hosen out entirely. I know you are not of the Worgen, but you are with me in what must be done. But are you with me in what must be done, Yijun?
I'm with you. Welcome.
The monkeys have been stealing from the village during their attacks. We should be fine without some of the extra food stores, but the idea of monkeys with fireworks, I'm a little bit concerned. Not to mention, who knows when some fireworks will come in handy. Help me recover the stolen fireworks from their village, Yijun. There we go. Okay. Off we go.
Let's tackle this one together.
It is too far away.
Stronger than bone. This giant jade tiger pillar doesn't seem to fit in amidst the Hosen buildings. But it does seem it's very hard, very solid. You know, just the person to bring this to.
I do not have enough energy.
Oh, right, fireworks.
I am out of range. I need to target something first. Not enough energy.
Ouch.
It is too far away. I do not have enough energy. I need a target.
Look, another clipper. Because we're up here.
Not enough energy. I do not have enough energy.
Stupid. Bleh.
I need to get closer. It is too far away.
Jeez Louise, Key.
Not enough energy. I need to get closer. I am out of range. I need to get closer.
Ooh, ouch. That one looked painful.
I do not have enough energy.
Look at all these fireworks over here.
It's good to see you. The greatest virtue is the will to act. And the time to act is always now.
Do. Gotta wait for Rook to respawn.
Is that all you've got?
I do not
He's
have
about to get
target.
slapped. Ha, good going. See you at the dock. I'm with you.
You sure? I think you've got a bit of Worgen in you. Stick with me and I'll bring you around, I think.
And the time to act
Balanced
is
perspective.
always
Ace has been meditating on the lake since we've arrived. All her thoughts focus on Defang. I don't know what she hopes to discover out there, but she's no fool, and Master Shang-Chi has entrusted this task with her. You will need to cross the ropes leading from the end of the dock to reach her. It shall test your boss, but I think you're up to the task, Yijun. Cross the ropes and speak to Ace of Cloudsinger on Morning Breeze Lake.
See you at the dock.
Doesn't look like I've replaced my staff at all, does it?
What do you need?
Good, a true challenge. Let's put this pillar to the test.
Until next time.
This is magnificent. I've never seen craftsmanship so fine. There's only one thing to do. I must smash it. Once and for all shall know the power of my mighty brow. Oh, my head. It hurts so badly. The pillar must contain enormous power. Perhaps stronger even than my brow. I'm just going to lie down a while until this headache goes away. Look at that.
It's good to see you.
I'm impressed. Most students that are even capable of reaching a spot do so soaking wet.
Discipline and practice.
Dafeng, the spirit
lead
of
us to
air.
our
If you
goal.
listen long enough, the wind will carry the answer to you. Dafeng, the spirit of air, has been scared from the skies by Zhao Ren, the onyx serpent. He hides within the Chamber of Whispers at the south side of the plateau. Go to him. She and I will join you there. Speak to Dafeng, the spirit of air, in the Chamber of Whispers. I don't feel like swimming back, so we're gonna walk. Okay. Once we get the thing, I'm gonna stop for the day. I somehow lost my panther cub. When did that happen? Okay, here we go.
Wait! We need to wait for the winds to settle, then make a break for the cover of the far hallway.
There's the reason there's so many skeletons here.
Wait you on the far side.
So when the pre-patch first dropped on retail,
What's wrong?
the
Hiding back
skeletons
here.
didn't show up. They were just these little blue and white check cubes. The thing looks frightened as you approach, but settles a bit at the sound of your voice.
Patience is
Battle for the
the
sky.
highest
The
virtue.
Fang, spirit of air, is terrified by Zhao Ren, the onyx serpent. We must help him face that fear, or face it for him ourselves. I told Xi of the serpent. He said he had an idea, and we began preparations outside the chamber. Despite his rash nature, I must admit I envy his passion and conviction. Let us go outside and confront the onyx serpent. Defeat Zhao Ren, the onyx serpent, with the aid of Xi's fireworks. All these skeletons, I love it. Basically, the plan is to use the fireworks. While avoiding the puddles.
You have done it. Now quickly, let's catch it while it is grounded.
Come on. Come on.
Where you pass,
You have helped the Fang,
greatness
spirit of
follows.
air, find his courage. The final spirit has been restored.
My
The four
time
elements of
is
spirits will
passing.
help you speak with the land and
Your
uncover
time
its plight. The first have one
approaches
small task
swiftly.
to ask of you. Join me, my people. Accompany this old Pandaren to the Western Grove. Defeat the Guardian of the Elders.
Come, child. We have one final journey to take together before your training is complete. Beyond the Elder's Path lies the Wood of Stays, a sacred place that only the worthy may enter. Of the many ways to prove your worth, I require the simplest of you now. I must know that you will fight for our people. I must know that you can keep them safe. Defeat the Guardian of the Elders, and we may pass.
Okay, I am actually going to not do this. I'm going to heart. Oh. I thought I set it for the Temple of Five Dawns. Whoopsie. Frick. Okay. This is where we start out. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I will head back to the Temple of Five Dawns after I log off, after I end the stream. Thank you all for joining me. I will probably go ahead and finish up the Pandaren starting zone next week instead of starting Changeling because I just really want to get through it. And then I'll play Changeling. Like I said, I won't be I won't stream doing the content on Yijun like I did with Jasana. Following the grind for one character was quite enough. So if you are American, I hope you have a happy 4th of July because that's tomorrow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you had a happy 4th of July. I know things are really skeevy right now in the States and can be very worrisome. So take what pleasure you can find where you can. And I hope you all have a good holiday. And take care. Drink water, eat food. Stay warm if it's cold, stay cool if it's hot. Take your meds, take a nap, take a shower, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do to practice self-care. And I'll see you next time. Bye!